Hi, Aquarius. This is 555 Tarot. Thanks for tuning in. This is just a quick message for the month of July. So maybe a situation that has been kind of forming itself through May and June. You probably maybe are already aware of it, or something that you can kind of see on the horizon. The energy is kind of for the month of July. I'm going to do I'm planning to do other readings for the month of July. I'm just kind of in a little bit of a cyberbullying nightmare-orama right now. So I don't have my proper equipment, and I have a technology problem that I'm dealing with. You can peruse through the channel and read about it. I have already shuffled the cards and prayed over the cards, and they're the Island Tarot, and then I've got some Kipper cards for you. So I am going to pull a few of them. I'll let you know the signs that I see. It doesn't matter if this person is not a particular sign at all. They could have it in their sun, moon, and rising, or you could, but you don't have to worry about that. This is just something as an extra confirmation if you need it. So you could be dealing with a family situation, Aquarius. We have the tree here. Sorry, I have no phone stand. I'm just using my hand and leaning on my pillow here. We have a healthy spirituality growing, takes time, slowly, grounded, and roots. So you could be dealing with a Libra and a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. Definitely a Cancer. There could be a lot of options in a situation and a change regarding options for you coming up, Aquarius. Maybe you had your pick of being able to select certain things, opportunities, choices. There could be a change regarding that, maybe because of a situation, maybe because of inner growth, because of changes, roots, grounded. There could be a change regarding that. The Seven of Cups is a card of also confusion, drunkenness, addiction, but it can also, it doesn't have to be, but it can also be a card of like having several different options to choose from. So something could be changing with that. You could also be dealing with a Gemini, and yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Did I say that already? No, I didn't. Possibly a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. Definitely a Cancer and a Libra. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini. And this is health, spirituality, growing, takes time, slowly, grounded in roots. So there might be a change that has gone on with, I apologize, that's so bad. There could be a change that's gone on with, you know, your belief system, what you believe, what your stance is on something, your value system, how you've always perceived something. It's like you could change your religion, change your doctrine, change your creed, your belief, what have you. Could be something of that nature. It could be because of a painful period going on with the family too, and kind of having to have painful lessons, quite possibly. Health, spirituality. It's because I'm looking at maybe something trying to come through, maybe of a darker period where there has been some change and growth. You also have bouquet. So you have bouquet coming up in the reverse, Virgo. So you could also be dealing with the Scorpio again. Confirmation for Scorpio. There's a Virgo. The Queen of Cups. So a really loving person, quite possibly. Attraction, gift, happiness, abundant affection, and gratitude. This is coming up in the reverse. So this could be because someone has been quite selfish. Queen of Cups in the reverse is not somebody that's parenting, not somebody that's domesticated. They're promiscuous. They're not refined. They live more on the wild side. They're not someone that, you know, they have, their community is probably a little different than what most traditional people want. And I guess to say that now It's not going to be the same value system as yours. So that would be kind of a confirmation of that. They're not, when we talk about the Queen of Cups, we talk about somebody that is very generous. This person is very self-motivated, self-servient, attraction, gift, happiness, abundant affection, and gratitude. And it's coming up in the reverse. So, there could be an alternative here, Aquarius. There could be a real reconciliation with the situation, and there could be a lot of love and grace in a situation, and forgiveness, and a starting again and anew. And this could be the change. Or it could be that because of somebody's selfishness, someone, needing to have things go their way, focusing on themselves, that there has been, kind of a smaller group and kind of smaller circle of trust with family or friends or people or confidants, quite possibly. I didn't put this Kipper card in. 13, wealthy man. You might be dealing with a Cancer, definitely. Again, that would be Scorpio, so I said Scorpio as well. And again, strong emphasis possibly on an Aries, a Gemini, Libra, or Taurus. I'm going to pull you one more because I pulled that one. I don't know why, but something to do about a situation regarding this character. And, leaving a situation. 13s can be a new beginning, or it can be, I think, for some people, it is a lucky number for some cultures, and some people it's just an ending and a beginning and a regrowth and starting new. And okay, we're that's done, or that season is done. This time of my life is finished. So this one is talking about the wealthy man in his mahogany paneled office at the end of a successful trading day. He's satisfied. His ticker tape machine shows the stock market doing well. Does it? Oh, yes, I guess it does. And as the handsome male counterpart to the privileged lady, he might be thought of as a venture capitalist, a banker, financer, or entrepreneur. Standing for career, success, business, acumen, smart plans, rational thought, and well-calculated risks, he's generally well-disposed to you and will grant you access to his old boys network. So in the same-sex reading, he's part of the main male, which watch out if this person is next to a false person. So we do have attraction, gift, abundance, gratitude in reverse, gift and happiness. And then we have also got health, stability, growing takes time, grounded roots. So it might be something that, obviously somebody you're not trusting or had a rough start with off the bat. Maybe a younger person, a company, business, or employer, but this card brings good news, especially auspicious for money matters. This also talks about climbing the social ladder and showing you opportunities and chances. Adopt a business acumen now, and you will later enjoy business success. This card symbolizes a young and dynamic or wealthier and ambitious man or relative, boyfriend, brother, son, best friend, etc. So hopefully there might be the meeting of somebody, Aquarius, that maybe, or a reintroduction with someone that you've known before. This could turn into a long trusted business venture, because I know that for in my industry they say that relationships and either it's like a marriage, right? So you have to really trust this person, and it's not so easy to get out of. But there could have been something where someone has lost a lot of money, time, gone through a really horrible period. And a lot of wisdom kind of needs to go into this situation. I think, did I mention Virgo? Virgo, Scorpio, I think I have. So whether somebody is now using their knowledge, or this younger person or whoever is using, better judgment in something, or someone around you, or because the situation has not been great, or maybe not listened to somebody that has more wisdom, or allowed a situation, there could be, some kind of a setback in a situation. And it's, reckless behavior, infidelity, being selfish, greediness, in hardship, always kind of going through a hard time in a family life, or family people, or people in a situation that has got always something going on that is not giving them good opportunities, that makes good decisions. And somebody that is not necessarily, it can be a sign of immaturity and not a lot of living and life experience, but maybe just not as well rounded. So I'm not sure who this could be for you. Could be yourself, could be somebody else you're dealing with, or a situation, because someone might be always outspoken and giving unsolicited advice and kind of doing things that they shouldn't be, rather than kind of leading by example. They might be doing things in a different way that's kind of not really perceived well, possibly. But hopefully, things will put somebody back in a good position, because this can bring an omen of something good. And, hopefully this kind of puts somebody back in their position of their stature and their standing, helps them to overcome, another situation that has been difficult, trying, and completely exhausting. And we think about the Nine of Pentacles, somebody that has overcome a horrible period and has gotten themselves in a situation where they are stable, they're comfortable, a real growing, maturing situation. They have more wisdom. And maybe you help with this situation with somebody else, Aquarius, so that you can have it not affect you, but also maybe you're looking out for somebody else that hasn't handled something quite in the best way possible. Talks about an ending with the situation, so a new beginning can begin. And we do have that, we have the 13 as the death card. So the death is not always, it can be a death. We have a bouquet reversal. There could have been, but there's, growing takes time, slowly. Grounded and taking time for roots. So starting over again, so that something new can start, leaving the past and just kind of cutting your losses, and this what we've learned from that, and dealing with it and moving forward. So I hope that helps for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Please share my channel. I would love that. And hopefully I will do a reading for you again soon, Aquarius. Thanks for watching.